Hey, what's going on, ladies and gents? It's Richard Kuo. Right now I'm in Taipei, Taiwan, visiting some family and just on a little solo trip mission. So right now, I want to help answer the question, how do you ask someone out? I already know I talked about this before, but I'm going to reiterate it because it's come up in my own personal life again. So many of you know that I have made and I've gone through this really awkward situation in high school where I asked one of my best friends out to the dance and I was really nervous. My heart was racing, I was sweating, and I almost blacked out in the situation. And just looking back at this, that was the first step to courage for myself. And as I look forward in my progression of kind of asking girls out and talking to girls, I've noticed I've really evolved from this really shy person and grown into a much more confident person. And a lot of that I really think comes down to one kind of key principle, and it's the Nike slogan, which is just do it. Back in the day, whenever I would see people wear the shirts or see the logo, just do it, I never really understood what does that mean. And the more I just start doing it, the more I just start taking action with my life, the more I realize the value of this phrase of just do it. And the purpose of it is, like, I now realize if there's something that we want in our lives, we just have to go out there and do it. I know it sounds so cliche, and it's always sounds so cliche to me, but like even when I made my video with the Will Smith and Jaden Smith, and he's like, hey, you want something? Go get it. Even when I made that video, I didn't feel it as much as I did right now in this moment, because I realized today that if we want something in our lives, it's straight up, we just got to do it. We just have to go for it. And we're always going to have fears that get in our way, but we just got to step outside of that fear and just go for it. So let me give you a quick example. In this whole process, I want to give you a quick side story. So a few months ago, I was at the beach walking my sister's dog, and I saw this really cute girl there. And I was really nervous to approach her. So in my mind, I was like, oh no, I'm not gonna approach her. I'm just like, I'm just, nah. I'm like, okay. Then I started thinking to myself, Richard, if you don't approach her, you're gonna hate yourself for it, man. You're gonna regret it. You're gonna be disappointed in yourself. So at that point I knew, okay, you know what, Richard, I know you're super nervous. Like, I wanted to vomit because I was just like, this is stupid. Like, she's not gonna say yes. But she was super cute, and I'm like, I just gotta do it. So that's when I sat there, and it took me 15 minutes. 15 minutes, it could have even been longer because I was just so nervous. But eventually I mustered up the courage to just start a little small talk with her at the beach. She's wearing a bikini and she's just really cute. Turns out she had a boyfriend already, but I was just really happy for myself that I actually just ended up doing it, because it wasn't whether or not she said yes or no, it was just the courage to go up there and just do it regardless of what the outcome was. So this past weekend, I was at a wedding, and I met another cute girl. And this time, here's another perfect scenario. I knew I wanted to go talk to her before the end. I wanted to dance with her because she was cute, and I just wanted to get to know her. The problem was, or one of the many problems was, one, we sat at different tables, so I didn't get to see her throughout the whole entire night. I was busy photographing my friend's wedding, so I didn't get to see her. And I ended up having a conversation at my table with someone who kept talking nonstop. And one, I didn't want to be rude, and number two, the conversation was actually interesting. So I was kind of stuck in this predicament, like, oh man, I'm really enjoying this conversation with this other guy. Maybe I'll just talk with him and not care about the other girl. But I knew in my head, again, that if I didn't just do it, if I didn't just approach her and do it, that I would feel bad, and I would feel bad for myself for kind of giving up and not pushing myself to do it. So actually about 20 minutes into the conversation, when he kept talking and talking, I actually said, hey, excuse me, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I do need to go to the bathroom, and I also want to go talk to another girl. So I told that I was being straightforward, and I said, hey, let's continue our conversation later. And he's like, oh yeah, cool, no problem. And that's when I went up to the girl, and literally all I said, I tapped her on the shoulder and I said, hey, would you like to dance? Or sorry, no, I tapped her on the shoulder and I said, hey, I want to dance with you. So I was very straightforward that I was interested in her, and we danced. I got her phone number, And I'm telling you this because the whole just do it. I would say my one advice for this video, if you want to go after a girl, my advice is just do it. And I say this because it's a slow process. It takes time to develop this courage muscle to be comfortable enough to just start doing things that we actually want to do. I talk about all these stories about me picking up girls because this is my progression of my courage. I start off really nervous, and today, even though I'm still nervous approaching girls, I'm so much more confident than I was before, and it's no longer like such a big deal because I've had a lot more practice than I did before. I guess I want to make this video because you see, I've watched so many different like pickup videos, I've watched so many different confidence videos, I've watched so many of these videos, and I realize we can keep watching all these videos all we want, and we could try to keep imitating other people, but at the end of the day, confidence is an internal thing that you got to figure out for yourself. Because now I realize that watching all these videos, they're great techniques and stuff like that, but the only way to establish confidence, the only way to establish this mimicry of what other people do is just to practice, just to do it. Yeah, like there's no other experience than actually doing it versus just watching videos. Because yeah, I've watched so many videos in my life, but I finally realized that I just got to keep doing it, just keep practicing, and eventually I'll find that courage, that level of courage that I want in my life. And I hope that you do for yourself as well. So today what I want to do is I want to challenge you. I want to challenge you to go out there and think about the person that you like. And maybe, unless you're in a relationship, then I don't know why you're watching this video. But think about someone that you like, or think about something that you want to do. And I challenge you today, or tomorrow, or this week. You know what? No, I'm going to challenge you today to set a time frame of when you are going to go talk to that person, tell them that you like them, or whatever. And yeah, I mean, that's all I want to talk about for this video. Of course, we can talk about rejections. We can talk about how do you deal with that. That will be another future video, so we can talk about that later. Actually, I do have a video on rejections, so just search that video dealing with rejections, okay? Or how to deal with rejections. That will teach you how to do that, okay? I'll link that in the description below, hopefully soon, because I am in Taiwan, so my internet access is a little bit limited. I hope this video was helpful for you. If so, please subscribe, share this video, like it, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you next week. Much love to all of you out there, all right? Take care. Love you all. Peace.